What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have the GShock NASA. We won. Or did we? Let's check it out. Let's go. Alright guys, you know I'm a GShock Casio fanboy. I do all the reviews and for the most part I'm happy with the purchases. Not to say that this watch I'm not happy with, but the process in which I got it was completely disturbing and unethical. I hardly ever bash Casio or GShock with their antics, but I just had it with them. They are not to be trusted, and they are not very moral with their marketing and their campaigns, and I'll explain why. There's a twist with this watch. So this is the GW6900NASA edition. This is the 5th edition of the NASA collaboration, which is great. The watch itself is cool. I like it. I would have bought it regardless of what they did with the marketing with this here GShock watch. So let's talk about the watch itself, and I'll talk about exactly how this played out and why I'm not very happy with Casio and the way they did this. So this is the GShock watch here, the NASA one. Here's the model number, GW6900NASA 24 for the 24th year of the, so this is the 5th edition. 3179 is the module, that's the inner component. And I am so cool. This is such a cool watch. I'm so happy with it because it's one of the multi-band and solar powered GShock watches, which is neat. Usually they release the non-solar, non-atomic version of these watches with these collaborations because it cuts down prices, it cuts down the cost. For the collaboration, but they did it. They did the solar-powered and multi-band 6 atomic timekeeping GShock watch, and it's cool. I love that they used that module for this particular watch. Now, normally with these NASA watches, guys, they give you a special edition, limited edition box and a special edition, limited edition 10. I don't know if this is supposed to be limited edition. I don't think it's a collector's box. It looks pretty standard to me. There's no NASA. Nothing specifically that says this is a collaboration. It looks like a regular tin and a green kind of old-fashioned display or looking design. Is that intentional? I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm not sure. They weren't really advertising any specific theme here, but other than it being a 6900 and a 5th edition of this NASA product. So if in fact the box and the tin were themed after like an old-fashioned design, they would have carried that over to the watch, and they didn't. This is pretty much a different design from the watch in the box. Doesn't carry over whatsoever, and it's really interesting to see that they did that because I like to see the full, not lazy design where they incorporate the box and the tin and the watch, and it all just flows together with good design, something that I think any brand would have done. Now, the watch itself, overall, it's pretty lazy, all right? You got standard black bands, resin black bands, nothing specific, nothing cool about that. You do have the band keeper with the USA flag there in a monotone color, just a gray color right there. It's pretty cool. I like that. Nice little touch. Could have added a little design on the bands. Unless it's an everyday watch for you, that's cool too. The display is cool. It's got the NASA logo right there in a worm pattern or worm design. NASA logo right on the screen there, which is neat. You got the beautiful positive display with the blue tinted windows there for the seconds, and also the pink tinted or red tinted counter right there as well. You got a nice little design with the red lettering, blue lettering, and yellow lettering, or green. I don't know which one you want to call it. And it matches the screens right there, red, green and blue, whatever you want to call it. Tough Solo. So you got the red, yellow, and green color pattern. Not sure if that's supposed to mean something. You guys help me there. Nothing specific, nothing crazy. All right. The black plate has an impact E equals half MV2. And that's cool. It's cool because the theme itself carries from the some of the algorithms they use for NASA, and then the marketing was also used for that. So it's nice that they put that on the back plate. Just a little touch, nothing fancy, nothing crazy, but it's cool. 3179 is the module, GW6900, as I told you guys earlier. This is multi-band 6 atomic timekeeping and tough solder. That means that the watch does automatically sync with one of the 6 world towers and keeps your watch pretty much accurate every day when it works. Little keynote, when it works. Usually it works really well. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. But for the most part, for me, it's worked pretty well. I've never noticed an issue with my timekeeping, and I like that. The GShock light button is plain. Nothing cool, nothing fancy there, but it's nice. Let's see if the backlight has anything there. And it does. It has a gravity, F equals. So I guess that's the formula for gravity. I'm not an astrophysicist, so I don't know if that's the formula or not. That's pretty cool nevertheless. And that's the watch, guys. So now let's talk about the gossip about how Casio did this marketing campaign. Now, it might have not been malicious in nature or intentionally malicious, but it ended up playing out that way, and I'll explain why. So when they first announced the NASA GShock collaboration, they announced it as a raffle or to enter for the possibility to win this watch. So most collectors, most enthusiasts was like, okay, this is going to be limited edition run. I might get an opportunity to own this watch. It'll be very small quantities of it. And I'll enter. And then if I don't win, I don't get charged, right? So you enter the drawing to win this watch through a raffle. If you pay ahead, you pay when you enter the raffle. And if you win, the money gets withdrawn, right? And if you don't, the money gets released back to your account, which is cool. Nothing cool, nothing drastic about that. No foul play there. But here's what went awry. Once, a few days later, there was no drawing. There was no congratulations, you won, you were selected. There was pretty much a mass release. Everybody's watch was shipped out. I have not yet seen one person who said, no, I was not picked. Everyone was released. Not even that. Now, after, you can still go on their website, on the Casio's website, and click buy it now. So what happened to the raffle? Was it all a ruse? Was it all fake? Or was it the fact that they tried to do a raffle anticipating a huge demand for the product, and then they sell thousands of these, and then they'll say like, oh, well, we sold out. Everybody, congratulations, who also won. Don't think that happened that way. There was less interest than people thought, or less interest than Casio thought, and then they just sold all the ones to the people who actually entered, and had leftovers after that, which they just decided to sell on their website for the taking. So you can still go on the website, forget the raffle, everybody wins, and you can still buy them if you want to at your will. All right? Maybe that's what happened, but here is my conspiracy with it. After that happened, other retailers such as Reed's and some of the common retailers who carry Casio GShock products also had it for sale. So how is this a raffle? How is this a limited product? And how is this limited in the sense that I thought only a few people could get it if all these other retailers also have it? So it seems like there's some foul play here. I don't like their antics. I don't like how they play this out. And they've done similar issues like this, similar cases of this, doing something like this in the past, where they've said, okay, we're going to release 100 of this watch, right? And after these 100, that will be it. But no, they re-released the item years later, reproduced them and say, hey, we have a new badge. Congratulations. Here you go, guys. Let's flood the market. Forget those who thought this would be a limited product. It's not. That's fine, guys. I understand this is not, you're not being forced to buy anything, right? But you're sold the fake idea that your product is limited, right? I would have bought this watch regardless of how they produced it or how they tried to sell it. A raffle, straight buy it now, sold massive releases, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? I would have still bought it because that's me. I'm a collector. I like GShock watches. I like to review them and share them with the public. But that's not how they did it. And I think it's just kind of shady and foul that they've tried to swindle people into buying these watches, especially those who are not collectors and kind of, on the cusp buying, they have other options. Like, well, this is a limited edition. It'll be cool to have this watch if nobody else has it. Or maybe you're a reseller. If you're a reseller, good. You got caught in the game and you're screwed. You have now a watch that it's flooded the market and it's yours to keep. All right. You might be able to sell it under retail, but nevertheless, that's your fault. But if you're a collector and you thought that you'd be having a limited edition, I do empathize with you because that's not the case. I think we've been lied to the way that Casio did this. And I don't often say that, but Casio, you messed up. That was very unethical of you. And hopefully this is a warning to other buyers in the future who are looking at entering raffles with Casio, which brings me to thoughts. They do a lot of raffles for like, oh, win this bottle or win this bag. I've yet to see anybody say, hey, I won the raffle. I entered and I won the bottle or I won the bag that Casio was raffling off with the purchase. No one's I know, and I'm in numerous Facebook groups and collectors groups, and no one's ever said, hey, I won this or that. So is that also a lie? Are you lying about raffles just to gain people's information and then sell their information to other people, or do you just spam mail to them, just selling their products, but you never intend to satisfy your fake raffles? Is that what's going on? I don't know. I think maybe it is, right? But enough off my soapbox. Just wanted to share my experience with this one here. Other people in the future receive raffles. Beware. Don't listen to none of that jazz about it being limited editions. And yes, they've done it in the past and they've sold out and certain people have won, but for the most part, they're very unethical. I don't think I like the way Casio operates when it comes to their marketing campaigns. They used to even number their watches. What happened to numbering, Casio? It doesn't meet your agenda, right? Because if I told you there's 100 watches and I sell all 100, you can't reproduce them with the thought that they're limited edition. They're not limited edition if you're still selling more after the number you release, right? So we don't number them no more because that gives me the liberty to produce more, sell more, because the demand is higher, which is what you've done. We all know that. So enough ranting. Casio does not in any way fund my channel. If anything, they've never supported any collectors that I know or any YouTube people who are doing reviews on their watches and love the product. We love the product because we love the product, right? They've never done anything that I know of for any of the collectors or those who are promoting their products, which is sad. Other brands, they send you things, they help you produce, whatever the case, anything you can. Not Casio, never have, never will. They're shady when it comes to that. I do it because I like the product. I do it because I enjoy the product. It's a good escape from me from other things around life. So I do it because I like to share that with the community. And of course, there's also YouTube, who also does the you get paid for views and all that stuff. So that's good. Nice little get back, and you buy and you get a little income from YouTube, and you buy that and you reinvest that into the product because that's what you do. That's what you enjoy, right? It's a hobby, but not because Casio does it better. All right. Nevertheless, sorry about the ranting. This is a long video, but I wanted to share that with you guys, and hopefully you had the same experience. Hopefully you didn't have the same experience, and if you didn't, put that in the comments. Maybe you didn't win and there's a reason. Leave it in the comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what how do you feel about their antics? And hopefully that word spreads and Casio finds out that we're not happy. We're consumers and we should be treated better. Till next time, I'm out here. Holla at your boy. Peace.
My GShock, I'm rocking 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 my GShock.